North Korea and South Korea engaged in an exchange of artillery fire on an island in the West Sea this afternoon. The incident came in some ways as a surprise to the South Koreans. It came at the same time that the two countries were discussing the exchange of Red Cross officials. Also, though, at a time when North Korea has been ramping up tensions by revealing its uranium nuclear enrichment program, and as satellite photos are showing potential activity around North Korea's nuclear test sites. The attack happened along the so-called Northern Limit Line. This is the extension of the demilitarized zone into the West Sea. It's a line that the North Koreans have never accepted. What the line does is it runs along a series of 5 islands that basically hems in North Korea and hems in its southern ports, particularly the deepwater port of Haeju. The attack took place while South Korea was carrying out exercises in the area, exercises that the North Koreans claimed were provocations. It's not entirely unusual for the North Koreans to carry out artillery exercises in the area and to fire into the seas. It's extremely unusual for the North Koreans to actually fire on the South Korean islands. There were at least 2 deaths, several injuries, both of military officials and of the civilians who live on the island, who are mostly fishermen. South Korea has carried out a somewhat measured response. President Lee Myung-bak has told South Korean military officials that they should respond firmly but not escalate the situation. The South Korean military has suggested that if North Korea continues to carry out activities of this sort, it may result in South Korean strikes against North Korean missile facilities on the southern coast, and then we would be moving into a new area of escalation between the two Koreas. There's a lot of questions as to why North Korea decided to escalate to this level. Similar to the sinking of the Cheonan, we now have them shelling directly onto South Korean islands, onto South Korean territory. This is a change in behavior. It's activity that we haven't really seen since about the 1980s in what North Korea does. Some of this may be linked to the ongoing leadership change. When Kim Jong-il finally consolidated power, North Korea launched the Taepodong, and that was a way of Kim displaying to the world that he was strong and coming into power from a position of strength. There's been some expectation that Kim Jong-un, as heir apparent, is going to do something similar, although most of that is focused on a potential nuclear test. These types of military escalations may reflect some disagreements within the North Korean leadership as to how best to engage with the South. They may reflect a concern within some elements of the North Korean leadership that as you have a transition, some individuals are going to be losing power. One of the things when Kim Jong-il took over was we saw massive purges. We're already hearing reports of purges with Kim Jong-un taking over, and there may be some sort of power play going on.